I have elite amount of VC, 1337. Look at that cheese. Ha ha. Next game on my team schedule. And I have to say, this is one of the dumbest strategies I've ever seen in my life. Do you see this double team? This guy is gonna do that for the entire game. He's gonna double team me the entire game. And I'm sure that this strategy works for him because we're in the 6th seed. So why would he be in the 6th seed doing something like this, running this kind of strategy? It has to work against some of the people that he plays. It just doesn't make sense. And this play right here, I guess it kind of gave him confidence because he tied me up and it was a jump ball, but I am going to win this jump ball. But still, it was just amazing to see this guy do this the entire game, every single possession. It made it so easy for me to win this game. Now, in my last video, I was talking about how I could bust out that Los Angeles Lakers lineup eventually because of all the gold legends I recently got. I got Magic Johnson, Jerry West, Wilt Chamberlain, and who knows, I may even have some more Lakers players, you never know. But Kobe got injured, and now you can't buy him on the market anymore. It's still possible to get him. I guess it's possible to get him by opening packs, but it's extremely rare. It's so rare that I think it's easier to get a gold legend. I think it would be easier to get gold legends than it would be to get somebody like Kobe in those packs. So that Lakers team, if I do bust it out, looks like I'm going to have to do it without Kobe in the lineup. And that's what I wanted to talk about in this video. I wanted to talk about Kobe's injury. A lot of people are speculating that that's it for Kobe. His career is going to end here after this injury. He's not going to make a comeback. He's too old to do it. And if he does come back, he's not going to be as good as he was. The reporters were even asking him these questions after the injury, and he was like, "Are you kidding me? Are you serious?" Some people are running with this idea so much that they believe that the Lakers are going to amnesty Kobe so that they can save money. In my opinion, I think Kobe is going to make a comeback because even though this injury is pretty bad, it's not something that you would end your career on. It's not like he did a Sean Livingston. You remember the Sean Livingston injury? If you pull an injury like that at this age, at Kobe's age, yeah, then he would retire right there. But this injury, he can make that comeback. And also for a player like Kobe, he's not going to want to end his NBA career with an injury like this. He's going to want to leave on his own terms. He's not going to want to just let that be his last game, walking off the court with an injury. I think it was Charles Barkley. Wasn't it Charles Barkley that was in a similar situation? He got injured at the end of his career. Look at that lob. That was such a perfectly timed lob by Magic Johnson, throwing it with force. I love that lob right there. But Charles Barkley, he came back after injury because he just wanted to leave on his own terms. He wanted to play some games and leave the court of basketball, leave the game of basketball behind with him actually playing and not by injury. And so I think Kobe will make that comeback. He will be back next season sometime. Who knows when it'll be, but I think he'll come back. And the Lakers might even make the playoffs without him, but it's all because of him. That game against the Golden State Warriors, they won that game because of Kobe. Curry was going off. Curry had like 32 points in the first half. He was going off, and then at the end of the game, Kobe hits 2 clutch threes back-to-back to tie the game, I believe, at 107 or something like that. They won that game because of Kobe. And it was sad to see his injury happen because he had 2 close calls in that game where it looked like he got injured. It looked like he did something to his knee or his leg or something. He went down 2 times, and you're just thinking to yourself like, D'Antoni, man, just put Kobe on the bench. Why is he playing so many minutes? He's 34 years old, but he's playing more minutes than almost everybody in the NBA. He's like in the top 10, top 15, top something in minutes played in the NBA. Why is he playing so many minutes? Now, in this game in particular, maybe the reason why he's playing so many minutes is because he wants to be out there. That may be the case. Maybe D'Antoni wants to take him out of the game, but Kobe's like, nah, I ain't coming out of this game. because you see the determination in his eyes. He wants to get into the playoffs. That's why he's playing so many minutes. Yeah, I don't think it was D'Antoni's call. I think Kobe said, I'm staying in this game. So D'Antoni deferred to him. If for some reason Kobe's career does end here and we don't see him play anymore, that's it. He ends right here. You have to respect what he's done so far as an NBA player. You have to respect everything that he's done, because throughout the years, he's been compared to so many players, current NBA players like Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter. Do you remember when people would compare all these players together? And if you look at it now and you look back on it, there's no way that Vince Carter or Tracy McGrady compares to Kobe. Kobe is so much better than both of them. Even though McGrady was a boss, McGrady was really, really good before his injuries, but he still wasn't on that Kobe level. And nowadays, Tracy McGrady, he's not even in the NBA. He's not even playing. Vince Carter, he's a role player. Oh, look at that lob from Magic to Hakeem. So Vince Carter's a role player. Tracy McGrady's nowhere to be found. Yet this season, Kobe's 34 years old and he's still putting pressure, the same kind of pressure on defenses that he was putting on when he was young. And you can't say that about Vince Carter or Tracy McGrady. They don't have that impact. They only had that impact for a small amount of time during their career. But Kobe has had that since day one almost. Since day one, he's had that career. Look at Wilt Chamberlain. He gets every rebound. I take it coast to coast and one. But Kobe, to even today, he's putting so much pressure on your defense. You have to worry about Kobe. You have to double team, triple team. He's going to pop a three, a fading three, a post move. He's going to do all these things, and he's 34 years old. This injury is sad because I wanted to see what would happen this year in the playoffs. The Lakers, I think they would have made it. I mean, they might still make it, because if Utah loses tonight, it's over for Utah. And if they win their next game, it doesn't matter what Utah does, it's over. But just imagine that, the Lakers, the 8th seed, because really, they're not really an 8th seed. They had such a terrible start of the season, so they had to play catch up in the second half. They're starting to play better now. It would have been interesting to see what happens. What if they knock off the Oklahoma City Thunder or the San Antonio Spurs in the first round? They go to the second round, third round. What if they made it to the finals? You never know. It's really sad. I didn't want to see any injuries like that. I was looking forward to watching it. I was watching all the Lakers games because Kobe did not want to miss the playoffs, and he was playing so great. Let me know what you think.